Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today let's take a look at the 2026 Hummer EV SUV 3X. This model is finished off in Deep Aurora Metallic and the MSRP is just over $106,000. Now this is a full EV. This is powered by a 170 kilowatt battery paired with 3 electric motors. GMC claims this pumps out 830 horsepower, 11,500 pound-feet of torque. Being an EV, it has instant power, and with their calculations, that is the number that is present. This is also all-wheel drive. It has several modes as well, like all-wheel steering, king crab walk, as well as crab walk. And then it weighs in around 8,600 pounds, 0 to 60 is 3.5 seconds, and it has a range of about 310 miles. Now, this also has about 13 inches of travel, both front and rear. It has the height adjustable suspension too. So if you want to take this off the pavement, you can raise it up higher with about 16 inches of ground clearance. As we work our way to the exterior styling now, as I approach the vehicle, the DRLs will come to life where Hummer is spelled out along with EV. LEDs are in those lights, of course. There's also fog lights too. Forward camera with all the parking sensors. This has some very heavy duty tow hooks up front, skid plates underneath, and a high clearance design for the bumper too. It also has a very wide and massive presence to it. Now, since this is a full EV, you actually have storage space up front. On the key fob, you have lock and unlock. You can also remote start this too, and you can use the other control for the rear tailgate. Now, being an EV, as you can tell, the roof also comes off. So with this storage bin, you have bags for the roof. So you can place them up front. I have the charging cable up here as well, and you have some tie-down hooks too. So it's very practical to have that additional space up front. Now, moving to the side, this has a really neat design for the two-tone wheels. There's also gloss black for the fender arches, steel running boards, not only to give it better protection, but to help enter and exit. There's power folding side mirrors with a camera. There's also 3X and the Hummer EV badge. Now, with all 4 panels off, they are individual, so technically you could take one off and leave 3 of them on. With the crossbars in the middle, they are all independent, which is nice. Now, the doors do not come off. It would be neat to see that, I guess, but it's cool that at least the roof panels do come off. Now in back, there's the full-size spare, LEDs for the lighting. This can tow around at 10,600 pounds. There's all of the parking sensors and then a high clearance rear bumper too. So this is going to have really good approach, breakover, and departure angles. You'll notice too, there's a spoiler up top, and then you can either use the control on the key fob or push on this electronic button right here. And that is how this rear door is going to open up. Now what's surprising is the load height. This is very high up. So at 5'10", it's about at my belly button with this load height. You do get a little bit of storage underneath the floor. You have some storage on this left side. There's some tie-down hooks, and then you can quickly fold the back seats down from here, where of course you're going to have a lot of interior space, and then just push on that button and it will close. Now, as we work our way to the interior, you can grab any door handle to lock and unlock this. This has a nice two-tone design to it. There's bows for the audio, a little bit of storage too. And then you can quickly lock the seat up where there's a two-tone design, and then that grab handle as well. Now you'll notice there's storage pockets. You get heated rear seats, your fan speed, temperature, auxiliaries, fans, and storage too. And then you have the armrest with cup holders. And then a good bit of visibility with how large the cargo windows are. Now, even with the roof off at 5'10", I'm just barely touching this section right here. So the roof panel doesn't really interfere with your headroom. It's a pretty large and boxy SUV. Would be nice to see a little bit more headroom though for how large this vehicle is. Now this also has memory seating adjustments. The window controls, they're all auto down, but not auto up. There's all of your mirror adjustments and then storage down below. And then there's the Hummer EV trim accent in these seats. Now, once we hop in, there's no start-stop button. So it can tell that I am sitting in the vehicle right now. Once I put my foot on the brake, it will tell you to buckle in order to shift. Now, this model does feature Super Cruise. It also has the hands-free lane changing. So once you just turn or push on the turn signal, it will do the lane change for you. This has a leather steering wheel. On the left side, you can use this for the regenerative braking. So rather than using the brake pedal, you can pull on this and that will help charge the battery some. You have volume and tuning adjustments as well. Cruise control settings with your distance pacing, and then voice commands, Bluetooth. You have shortcuts to your audio. For the gauge cluster, this is fixed, so this is all the information you will see at all times. Now on the left side, there's the e-brake. You can open and close the front and rear cargo. There's lane keeping assist. You can put all 5 windows down, but you can't put them back up, which I think would be neat. There's also the charging port and a dimmer switch for the gauges. And then with the infotainment system, this is the home screen where you have several icons to go through. You can get into your charging schedule, monitor all that information. You can even get into some trailering info too. You have different settings, so you can set this up the way that you would like. You have park assist as well for the size of this vehicle. That is very nice to see. You also have several factory auxiliary switches, so if you want to hook up lights or something like that, you have an area to do that, and you have a lot of different icons that you can pull up depending on what you like to see. Now this also has an air down mode, so you can use that as needed. You can even get into the camera system as well. You also have some more controls, so you can monitor all of this information here, and you can get into a few more just depending on what you'd like to see. There's also more shortcuts up top, so you can scroll through information. You can get into your music. You have your map in full screen, your phone, and some more controls. You can also get into these here where you have vehicle off, so you can shut it off, you can keep it on, you have one pedal driving and some energy transfer modes, and then a few other shortcuts for that up top as well. Now, still within the screen are all of the readouts for the physical buttons. So you can adjust your temperature. If you push on the seat control, now the next 2 are going to be for your heated or your ventilated seat, and then you go back to sync and AC. Fan speeds in the middle, you have where you'd like the air to go, and then passenger adjustments too. This gets a heated steering wheel, traction control, hazards, parking sensors, and a shortcut to the parking assistance. There's trailer braking, along with vents. You get a little bit of storage for your wireless charging, more auxiliaries and cup holders. And then let's put this into reverse, where you have quite a lot of angles to go through. Now what's interesting, the spare tire sticks out farther than a hitch would. So if you have a hitch connected, as a driver, you will not be able to see that. You will need a spotter in order to line up. So it's interesting there's not a different camera angle in order to view that information, but you still have a good bit of visibility there. You also have drive, a low range gear, and park. Now with the dial behind this, simply twist it, and you can go through the different driving modes here. Within that dial, you have your height adjustment, and then on the right side is king crab mode. When you use king crab mode, it's going to turn the rear tires 10 degrees more in the opposite direction than the previous model to give you a much tighter turning radius. You also have the option of turning rear wheel steering off if you just want to have the front wheels turn, and then of course you can go into crab mode, which is something known from GMC and their EV models. You'll notice too, there's tons of storage in the armrest. There's also a little bit up top. There's a locking glove box. And then this does get a digital rear view mirror to help with visibility. You have the control for the rear window, dome lights, OnStar adjustments too. And then here's a look at visibility. Roof panels aren't going to change your overall visibility, maybe slightly up top of course, but with traffic at eye level there, you definitely have a good bit of visibility for how big this vehicle is. So from a standstill, here we go. Woo. And we're up to speed. Now with the weight of this vehicle, this is the first time taking it on some tighter roads like this, so we'll see how the handling is. There's no sport mode or anything to tighten up the suspension, but it seems to handle its weight pretty well. It's not a vehicle you plan on, ripping through back roads like this, but it seems to carry its weight pretty good for what it is. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Hummer EV. So you can see the visibility, thin pillars here with your grab handle there, very large side view mirrors, big squares there, boxy just like the rest of the design, which gives you a really good view on both sides as you would expect. But it's very nice. I wouldn't say there's an abundance of tech features. There's some nice options, especially the air down mode, things like that owners probably aren't using. I don't know if this is a vehicle that you're really taking off the pavement, but it is very impressive to see the tech features that are coming out, things like the crab walk, the rear wheel steering, and features like that to help you off-road. This is a big vehicle. If you're taking it in some tighter spots, those are definitely going to help, but I wouldn't say it's like a true hardcore off-roader, but it's certainly nice to drive on pavement. Whoa. And then with an acceleration, we are quickly up to speed. Well, that is going to wrap it up for the Hummer EV SUV 3X. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.